So I wasn't going to say anything about this, but then I watched the first half of Angel Reese's game tonight because finally one of her games was available with my cable package and I didn't have to pay extra to see it. And yes, I paid $7.49 to sign up for Amazon Prime for one night to watch her last game. So, and it's annoying that all of these games are at the same time as these NBA playoff games that I also want to watch, but whatever. So, let's first of all talk about that access issue. So, Caitlin Clark's games, most of her first, it's been 5 games. Most of those games have either been on ESPN2 or on ABC. I don't believe, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe a single game of Angels has been on ESPN2 or ABC. So it's harder to access her games, which is an issue. Which, when all of these coons, which I'm going to get into later, are talking about, Caitlin Clark is the one really bringing the numbers. It's because her games are easier to access. So I was not going to comment on this, but like I said, I watched the first half of Angel's game tonight and decided that I was going to because I was going back and forth with an idiot coon on Twitter telling me that Angel doesn't have any skill. So first of all, they're in the fourth quarter of her game right now. She's got 13 points, 26 minutes. I think that's pretty good for a rookie. She's got 5 rebounds, 1 assist. She's leading the league. The league that she just got into and has played, 5 or 6 games? She's leading the league in offensive rebounds. A rookie shouldn't be leading the league in anything. But I was just told that she doesn't have any skill. So this is what my issue is. It does not make sense. Other than because of white supremacy and the fact that Black women are the most discounted, undervalued, and disrespected women in the world, that a white woman who has just got in the league and who has played 5 games is being given all this credit for the expansion of more people watching the WNBA and them getting charters. Because it turns out they had charters starting in 2022. That has nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. Last year, the league showed, I believe it was 25 games that were showed on ESPN, which is going to be the same number this year. And there were games that were shown on CBS Sports Network, which is what Angel's game is on tonight, and Ion, which I literally had never watched Ion before watching the NBA on it last year, or the WNBA on it last year. So there was already an uptick starting last year. So actually, Caitlin is riding a wave of momentum that had already started. So for this white woman to be attributed all of these things that are actually the result of a league that is full of predominantly Black women and work that's been done by predominantly Black women is disgusting. And it's incredibly frustrating. So when you're talking about, why are Black women so angry? This is an example of something that we are very justified in being angry about because Black women did all this work and the credit is being given to a white woman that just got here. And you're talking about ticket sales and all this different stuff. Angel Reese has had several sold out games. She's selling tickets as well. And here's my thing. There are people that are interested in a lot of women in this incoming class of rookies. It's not just Caitlin Clark. And my thing is, so since there's so much more attention on the WNBA now, and arenas are being sold out, viewership is up on television. So when these women's contracts are up, their salaries should greatly increase, correct? But watch all the mental gymnastics come out when that gets brought up. Because before y'all said, well, they don't deserve any more money because nobody watches them. They don't deserve more money because they don't sell seats. Anytime you're talking about women in sports, that's always the argument of why they don't deserve equal pay or more money. But now that's not an issue anymore because Caitlin Clark saved the league, right? Now watch them back off of it when that comes up. And it's disgusting to me as a black woman to see all these black cishet men jumping up to defend this white woman. But when Angel Reese was called basically a thug on her team, who was jumping up to defend her? And the rest of the women on the LSU team? Nobody. And, well, black women, actually, as usual. And it's just very telling. It's just very telling because it's all these cishet black men jumping up to defend Caitlin Clark against what? What is the hate that you're talking about that she's being subjected to? Because I don't see it anywhere. WNBA players are not hating on Caitlin Clark. I have not seen a single WNBA player say anything negative about Caitlin Clark. I searched Caitlin Clark's name on Twitter last night. Nothing. So what is the hate that y'all are talking about that you need to defend her against? Why are you, and this is why I'm saying, if you are a black woman or anybody else that's doubly marginalized, it is going to be very hard for you to unify with somebody who has one marginalization, namely cishet black men or cishet white women. Because as I've said on here before, when you only have one marginalization, it seems like it would not be that hard for you to get all of the power that a cishet white man gets. But guess what? Cishet white men are not trying to give you jack motherfucking shit. So you defending what they feel is their great white hope is not going to get you anything. And the next time a black man is killed by the police and left in the street, let's see if your white princess opens her mouth. Because I'm not expecting that she will. So let's say that we're happy for all the attention that the WNBA is getting, that more people are watching the WNBA, and let's say that we are going to support all of these incoming rookies that are coming into the WNBA and support the entire league and want the best for these women. Let's say that that's what we're going to do. Okay? How about we start acting like we have some sense and stop being coons and stop defending people against nothing, because that's what the white man wants you to do. And last but not least, y'all know LeBron's my GOAT. I love LeBron. What he said regarding Caitlin Clark, incorrect for all the reasons that I just stated. And I know a lot of y'all, well, not a lot of y'all, but some of y'all are trying to talk shit about him because, oh, he didn't speak out, regarding Tamir Rice and all these different things. So for those of you that don't know, what he said is basically, I don't have enough information to feel comfortable speaking out about that. Which, given his recent comments about Caitlin Clark, I'm actually happy that that's what he said, because he's an incredibly powerful and influential person. And if you're going to say the wrong thing, just don't say anything. Because I would have preferred he didn't say anything about Caitlin, to be honest. So, yeah, just talk about the NBA, LeBron. Just talk about that and how much you love your family. And let's leave it at that. Because every time you try to step outside of that, you fumble. I'm sorry, GOAT, but you do. But he did mention Aaliyah Boston, so at least he did that. And even though Charles Barkley called himself agreeing with LeBron, which, how funny is it that he shits on LeBron all the time, but he wants to agree with LeBron to prop up a white woman? Interesting. And all of those black men sat there and didn't say jack motherfucking shit when Charles Barkley said all that nonsense. Fuck Charles Barkley and fuck them too. But he didn't call WNBA players petty. LeBron didn't do that. Charles Barkley said that, just so y'all know. But, yeah. My time's about to run out, and there was another point that I wanted to make, but I'm not making 2 videos, so I think I've said enough. See y'all on the next one.